AI. AI here, AI there, AI in your underwear. Guys, the internet has been stuck in a maelstrom of AI content. They jumping me! They jumping me! In the beginning, it was just a scary gimmicky thing that I thought would die off like NFTs did. But instead, it's now a scary, not so gimmicky thing, and now Coca-Cola is using it to make their ads. Refreshing. AI for the past 4 years has been pretty much inescapable. Browsers, AI. Products that don't need AI, like a vacuum cleaner, AI. Toilets, AI. Even basketball, AI. But you gotta admit, those braids are cool as hell. Just like with everything else, when corporate bigwigs get their hands onto something, they will not let it go. Corporate bigwigs, more like corporate big fists. Do I amuse you? Also, why are they called bigwigs when most of them are bald? Y'all ever think of that? With these big companies like Coca-Cola now using AI for their commercials, it just goes to show you how little they care about the art of just selling things normally to people for the right amount of money. It seems like it's becoming increasingly difficult to just pay your staff the right amount of money so you can therefore get a good commercial to make more money. Do you know a Coca-Cola ad that I love? This is a tangent, by the way, but the Coca-Cola ad where it's like the army of Pepsi cans, and then it's the Coca-Cola bottle trying to save his girlfriend. And like he goes and he's battling, he's like kicking all of the Pepsi cans ass. He gets to the girl and then he drinks her. So that is, I guess you could call that cannibalism. Okay, I didn't mean to. Hey, so I want to make a commercial completely out of AI. I'm not gonna pay a single person. Would you as the consumer like that? No, I don't think I'm gonna like that. I am going to do it anyway. Please don't. All right? I made it. What do you think? I don't like it. Well, why not? Big tech companies implementing these AI assistants in general has just become extremely overwhelming and overstimulating, if I'm gonna be honest. If you're gonna give me a new feature that I don't plan on using, let me switch it off. Or let me switch it off, okay? Regardless, I don't want Gemini on my Kindle. I'm trying to read. There's an AI gimmick for every corner of the internet, with it having the biggest grip on meme culture. And I think that if we really want to put a stop to how much AI is really being abused, we kind of have to hold the meme section accountable. Because it doesn't matter how serious the topic is on the internet. If it made them laugh, they're not gonna care. Oh man, this generative AI that's copying people's voices is burning a hole through the ozone layer. That sucks, but it's pretty funny, so I'ma let it slide. You see that? You've gone from anti-AI ally to Berleezy. Why are you letting it slide? But now let's get to my AI video topic. Motivational AI videos. And I think that this is probably one of the most slept on uses for AI, but at the same time, it's also one of the most abused form factors of AI. Because not only are there tutorials on how you can make motivational AI videos, but it just plagues every single social media platform you can think of. Do you understand how weird it was getting a generative AI motivational video on the Slap? We're gonna start with TikTok first because on YouTube, my algorithm is actually tailored to what I usually watch. So the chances of me getting an AI motivational video recommended to me is really low. Unless like, I was one of those YouTube shorts watchers. Ugh.
Be careful who you over. Because some of us back.
I want to mentally prepare you guys for the amount of motivational TikToks that are on TikTok. And most, if not all of these TikTok motivational videos pander to the people that unironically use the dragon filter on TikTok. Side note, these motivational videos have a lot of swearing. I know I got a potty mouth, but gosh darn it. My game theory is that all of these AI motivational videos that I'm gonna show you were all written by the ghost of George Carlin, because there's like a curse word every 2 seconds. So yeah, like the TikTok said, let's be careful to not try to F these people over because they do happen to F back. Unless you want to get F back. But hey,
I don't judge around here.
Stop being stupid. They knew exactly what they were doing and they knew exactly how much it would hurt you. Don't give them another chance.
I take it all back. Every TikTok except for this one was written by George Carlin's ghost. This one specifically was written by Smooth Poppy. Whatever girl he's trying to get with just recently broke up with her ex, and he's trying to make sure that she doesn't give in. Did you give in? No! I love him. I will give him another chance if he promised. Why not? Yeah, why not? Because if you two loved him, you be ye heebie-jeebies. So that makes sense. Real talk. True facts. And then he's just Scott, he's just like, so? Scott's like, yeah, she knew exactly how much it would hurt. And I did too, I'm a masochist. Luckily, I found these pages before the rest of the internet did. Finding people that actually comment on these types of things is like finding a golden scar in Fortnite.
Some people are like tractors. They're just so good at spreading shit.
Did something happen? Did like one of the tractor people he was talking about like actually show up while he was narrating? And like they actually started spreading shit, so he had to go stop them at the same time?
Some people are like tractors. They're just so good at spreading shit. Don't like me. Fuck off. Problem solved.
You broke into my house. You're stealing my stuff. Hey, man, fuck off. If you don't like me, that sounds like a you issue. I'm out of here. Hey, come back here. Get my Kindle. I was still reading.
If you're struggling and your people just sit there and watch you struggle, they are not your people.
Come on, baby. One more push-up, man. One more. You can do it. One more push-up, man. One more push-up. Do it. What happened, man? You were almost there. Oh, let me guess. That's why you couldn't lend a hand. I was almost there. I don't understand. I was struggling, and you decided that you were gonna sit there and watch me struggle. Don't call me. Don't come by my house. We're done. Where are you going? You can't leave. I'm your parole officer. Hey!
Don't be too kind, because this world is way too blind.
That's a real think piece right there. That was really deep. Don't be too kind, because this world is too blind. T.S. Eliot? No, this shit sucks. I can't even think about how this advice would help somebody. How would this be used to help anybody? Maybe if you were being like a doormat, right? And you're just letting your bullies walk all over you, but I don't even think this is about the bullies. What does this have to do with them being blind? You know, if anything, it sounds like he's encouraging us to be mean to blind people.
It's funny how we feel so much, but we don't say a word. We're screaming inside, but we can't be heard.
Edgar Allan Poe? Nah. Edgar Allan Poe. This gives off guy standing alone in the corner while everybody else is partying. I've been working all week, still I'm screaming inside! Not cool, dude. Why the hell are you so loud? Calm down with that. Okay, thank you. Can we get some motivational AI videos that just brainwash people into just getting some therapy? It's funny how we feel so much that we just don't say a word. So here's a list of therapists I found that can help with that. Get some help, please!
No. Nowadays, men use social media to fake their success.
Nah, I don't think so. Do you know how hard it is to fake a Fortnite win?
Women use social media to fake their beauty.
Wrong again. Women only use social media to add long eyelashes and fingernails to cartoon characters.
And when these two get into a relationship, they both use social media to fake their happiness.
I could be in the worst relationship ever, okay? My girlfriend is consistently watching movies when I'm not there, and playing Minecraft when I'm not there, and playing Fortnite when I'm not there, just playing the game when I'm not there. And I don't have to say anything on the internet. I could post a picture of me finally getting dark matter, and you would be none the wiser. That doesn't mean I'm faking anything. It just means I'm in pain in secret and I don't have anyone to talk to. I love all of Adam Sandler's movies to this day. But if I wanted to be involved with as much Adam Sandler as I wanted to, I had to go back and watch his movies. And in order to do that back then, I either had to buy them on DVD or I had to wait until FX would show any one of Adam Sandler's movies. And I still had to be on time because I lived with my grandparents and they would never let me use the record feature for anything I wanted to watch. The DVR would either be filled with White Woman's One Piece or the
Rifleman.
Oh my god. Then let's say Adam Sandler released another movie and it like flopped more than they usually do in the box office, right? Which is like, would be all like to public knowledge. Adam Sandler then posted himself in like a big house or with like famous people or near a Lamborghini or anything that looks expensive. Wouldn't be him faking his success. I feel like you guys get what I'm saying, but I also feel like Adam Sandler isn't the right example. So I got a challenge for you guys about who can do it better, me or you. Whoever can write a better example of what I'm trying to say about faking their success versus a personal life in the comments with the most likes gets a limited edition thank you and thumbs up for me. So check your mailbox.
Don't with a up that doesn't give a single solitary. This motherfucker's so far gone on the off scale. They're practically a god legend in the art of not giving a single flying. Their are so non-existent you need a fucking microscope. Each step they take is a monument to the majesty of not giving a. They walk into a room and the atmosphere shifts, charged with the sheer unadulterated power of off. People whisper, "That's the one, the motherfucker who ran out of to give." So if you ever find yourself with half this colossal titan of lessness, just remember you're in the presence of royalty, the kind of royalty that sits upon a throne of broken waving their scepter of not given with a grace that make lesser beings weak. But beware, for challenging such a invites a storm of indifference so fierce it'll make you choke on your own god. And let's be real here, you can't afford that. Nobody's got that many to spare. Keep up and spread chaos like a boss.
That's all 13, Patrick.
There are so many cuss words you could have added into this ratatouille of a dish, but you decided you just want to use the onion powder of curse words. No slap your mama, no cayenne pepper, no barbecue rub.
Sweet baby Ray's.
Just onion powder. For all that cursing, I should slap your mama.
4 things you have to stop doing immediately. Most people ignore the last one, and I'm going to explain to you how the 4th one is stronger than you realize.
So why don't you just tell me what the last one is first? I mean, it just makes the most sense. If it's the most important one, why not tell me the most important one first? If I'm defusing a bomb, I need you to tell me which cord I need to cut first. Don't sit there and give me a history lesson on how gunpowder works. I only got 15 seconds left to defuse.
To their grave.
1. Stop regretting the past. What's done is done. You can't change what's already happened, but you can use the lessons to move forward.
To this day, I still don't know why the Joker is synonymous with this very mafia boss intellectual way of motivation. In my mind, if you stood in front of the Joker, there's only 2 things that's gonna actually happen to you. He's either gonna beat you to death with a crowbar, or he's gonna gas you to death. He's not gonna sit you down and read you Rich Dad Poor Dad while teaching you about taxes. I paid mine, I think. Wrong apartment.
2. Stop worrying about the future. Free yourself from worrying about the unknown future and trust in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. 3. Stop looking for your happiness in other people. True happiness comes from within, and when you find it, everything else falls into place. 4. Stop underestimating your inner strength. You're stronger than you think. Believe in your abilities and embrace your resilience. Every setback is an opportunity to learn, grow, and become even better.
These are very strong words, but do you know how difficult it is to take all of that from the Joker? Even back then when I was young and the internet was starting, you couldn't even get me with this stuff. I remember being on Instagram once as a kid and seeing a Scooby-Doo post that said, "I might like you a lot, but if the effort don't match mine, then I'ma fall back." And 7-year-old me would just sit there and be like,
Man, Shaggy ain't say that shit.
there was no zoinks or man in either of these sentences. You can't fool me.
Always be ready to survive alone. Some people suddenly change. Today you're important to them. Tomorrow you're nothing to them. And that's real life.
Again, I can understand the messaging, but all jokes aside, you decide to use this Joker, the Jared Leto Joker. Alright, now that we've gotten familiar, we've gotten our fill, let's go ahead and move on to the YouTube side of our AI motivation journey. With how negative content is also kind of glorified and pushed by YouTube, especially when it comes to commentary channels, I wouldn't know. Unless, what do you guys think of me? You'd think its evil AI counterparts would be thriving on this platform.
Rule number 1. If people don't like you, keep it that way. You are better off being alone. Here, drink this Henny and take these car keys.
The motivational content on here is trying to portray a good message, but because it's all AI, it just doesn't matter. Joker teaches you how to laugh through the pain. AI #motivational. Venom teaches you about partnership. Well, see, this one would make sense. That one, I would watch this one. AI motivational. Frieza teaches you about transformation. Frieza. And that's just off a single channel with almost 100,000 subscribers. Then you've got these channels like Bible Heroes, where the concept is that these fictional characters are reading Bible stories and Bible chapters and verses to you. A very harmless concept, but because it's AI, it just doesn't feel right. It's so lifeless. Adding something as spiritually and emotionally charged as the Bible just makes it all feel so bland. Then you have these AI channels that are more dedicated to just one character, and they always have to be the most macho madness, alpha male-ist, top dog character you have ever seen. Because if not, the words just won't come across correctly. I'm sorry to say this, guys, but the world just isn't ready to hear Dora the Explorer talk about toxic masculinity. There's this one channel that I found that I specifically want to talk about. It's called Pursue Greatness. It's your average productivity, how to be a better man, alpha male, escape the matrix. But instead of Batman, it's Kratos. And he's not only talking about productivity, but he also knows a couple benefits that you wouldn't think that he would know about. You ever heard of something called NoFap?
Listen, boy. This is a bizarre question that you ask me of, but I do know a thing or two about the benefits of not participating in the activity of self-pleasure.
Oh, so this is fully in character. And by boy, is he talking about Atreus? Is he talking to Atreus about semen retention? Listen, boy, I know you like edging a lot, but the goons you're using are too weak. Let's look up some Aphrodite JOI. Dad, what the fuck does this have to do with Odin? And didn't you kill Aphrodite? Why are we gooning to her?
Real men crush their enemies, see them driven before them, and hear the lamentation of their women.
And yeah, real men crush their enemies, dude. But we can also crush our enemies by going into a room full of women and mashing the circle button on our PlayStation controllers. Don't worry, we're not actually doing anything sinful. It's only implied.
Now let's continue with the advice. If you have any further questions, visit the website in the description down below.
Of course, there is a course with a link in the description. There's always a course. Do we seriously need courses on how to not come to the conclusion that we all just need professional help? Self-pleasure addiction is a real thing. And sometimes just turning your phone off doesn't work. So you do have to kind of go out and get help. And Kratos isn't going to help you not touch yourself. Excuse me? Especially if you happen to be gay. Look at those abs. God of War? No. God of Core. But if that doesn't work, Kratos can teach you how to quit your other addictions. Like Pornhub. For those of you sticky-handed people who can't stop eating seafood boils. I can most definitely see a lot of pro AI people coming into my comments and typing their 2 cents about how they feel about this topic. But you know, I don't care because those responses are also probably AI generated. Let me set the record straight. I'm not anti-AI, okay? If it's doing anything for the medical field or anything for the betterment of society, that's fine. But for art is where I draw the line. I would never use AI as a main selling point for my videos. It goes against everything, not only just being a YouTuber, but just being an artist in general. And it gives these talentless hacks nothing else but an excuse to make it seem like their art is just as valuable as the freaking artist that the AI stole it from. Oh, Joshua, but learning a specific art form, it just takes so much time. That's the entire point. That's what makes art beautiful. You can't just speed run your way through a specific artistry and expect to be the best. It doesn't work like that. And yes, prodigies exist as well, but even they also have to practice if they want to keep that level of skill. Only thing that matters at the end of the day is that there's no such thing as reprogression. You know, you can only move forward. Unless you're Jace from Arcane, I hate you. I still don't have a name for you guys yet, so just imagine that I do, and I'll see y'all later.